Friends, someone has rightly said that if the voice is loud, only a few people listen, but if the message is strong, many people listen. Greetings, friends. A heartfelt welcome to the Windshift YouTube channel. This is a short story. It is the story of a young man 24 years old who worked for a wealthy man. His parents were no longer alive, and his life was full of struggles. Every day he went out to earn money, returned home, cooked food, ate, and went to sleep. Life moved on in the same tiring routine. One day, he saw an old fakir carrying 3 heavy bundles on his back, traveling from one city to another. The fakir was very old and had been walking for a long time. After covering some distance, he became exhausted and sat down under a tree. At that moment, he noticed a young man walking along the same road, heading in the same direction. When the boy passed by, the fakir called out to him, "Son, can you help me a little? These bundles are very heavy and I am old. I cannot carry them for long and I am extremely tired. Why don't you take one of my bundles and help me reach the next village? In return, I will give you 3 gold coins." The boy listened carefully and replied, "No problem, Baba. I am ready to help you. Tell me where you want to go." Saying this, he lifted one of the bundles onto his shoulder. As soon as he picked it up, he realized how heavy it really was. The boy and the fakir continued walking together. After some distance, the village ended and a deserted road began. As they walked, the boy asked, "Baba, what is inside this bundle that makes it so heavy?" The fakir replied, "Nothing special, son. It only contains copper coins. That is why it is so heavy." Hearing this, the boy thought to himself, "This fakir must be a merchant. That's why he is carrying so many coins." But he quickly dismissed the thought and kept walking. After some time, they reached a river. The boy was strong and healthy, so he stepped into the river without hesitation. The fakir remained standing on the bank. The boy said, "Come, Baba, we must cross the river to reach the village." The fakir replied, "I know, son, but I am old, and I cannot cross the river carrying 2 bundles. If I slip, it could be dangerous. Can you take another bundle as well? I will give you 3 more gold coins in return." The boy smiled and said, "Baba, you are embarrassing me. Even if you don't give me gold coins, I will still help you." The fakir smiled and handed him the second bundle. It was also very heavy, but the boy said nothing. They crossed the river together. After crossing, the boy asked, "What is inside this second bundle?" "It is very heavy too," the fakir replied. "It contains silver coins. That is why it is heavy." Now the boy's mind began working fast. He thought, one bundle has copper coins, another has silver coins. This fakir must have sold all his property and is carrying his wealth. But he stayed silent and continued walking. Soon, they reached another deserted path. Seeing the lonely road, strange thoughts arose in the boy's mind. He thought, "This is a deserted place. If I run away with these bundles, how long can this old fakir chase me? There is no one here to help him. With this money, I could open a shop and start a new life." Suddenly, he was shocked by his own thoughts. "What am I thinking? I should not take advantage of this old fakir." For a moment, he controlled his thoughts, but soon, greed took over again. As they walked further, they reached a hill. The fakir said, "Son, I cannot climb this hill. My knees hurt, and I am very old. If you take the 3rd bundle as well, I will give you 3 more gold coins. But be careful, do not drop it." The boy asked, "What is inside this bundle, Baba?" The fakir replied, "Son, it contains gold coins." Hearing the word gold, the boy felt overjoyed. He silently took the 3rd bundle. Now the fakir walked freely while the boy struggled under the heavy load. The boy's mind raced with greed. "If I get all this wealth, my life will be comfortable. This old man doesn't need so much money anyway. I should take it and run." His mind completely overpowered his wisdom. He even convinced himself that the fakir must be a thief, and stealing from a thief is not wrong, he thought. As they reached the top of the hill, the downhill path began. The boy seized the moment and ran away with all 3 bundles. His body felt light as he ran. After a long run, he reached his home safely. Excited, he decided to open the bundles immediately. But when he opened the first bundle, he found rusted iron coins. Shocked, he opened the second bundle. Again, rusted iron coins. The 3rd bundle also contained the same. Angry and confused, he wondered why the fakir had lied. Then he noticed a letter inside one bundle. The letter said, "This entire act was staged to find an honest person. I am the king of this kingdom. I have no children, so I created this test to find someone worthy to rule. Only a truly honest person, free from greed, can bear this responsibility." Reading this, the boy screamed and held his head in despair. He realized that if he had controlled his thoughts, his life could have changed forever. Friends, Gautama Buddha said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." Your greatest enemy cannot harm you as much as your uncontrolled thoughts can. Thoughts become words, words become actions, actions become habits, habits form character, and character shapes destiny. Weakness begins with small thoughts. If not destroyed early, they grow into massive trees that destroy our ability to think and understand. This story shows how the young man's mind overpowered him and destroyed his ability to distinguish right from wrong. Therefore, whenever a wrong thought arises, remove it immediately from its roots. To control the mind, Buddha teaches two things. First, develop right intention. Always ask yourself, what is my intention behind this action? Second, develop awareness of the mind. Observe your thoughts without reacting. Slowly, the mind becomes calm and negative thoughts fade away. As Buddha said, one who observes oneself is the greatest ascetic. Friends, if you want a peaceful and happy life, you must learn to control your mind. If you liked this story, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.